Hello, everyone. I am Juanica. Some of you all call me Miss Astrology. I am the creator of the Cosmically Lit Collective, and today I'm bringing you a Virgo season video. So I'm going to give you some insight into how to best flow with the energy and use the energy of Virgo season. And if I'm honest, this is not one of my favorite times of year. Virgo makes a square to all of my Sagittarius placements, so it actually makes sense that I have a difficult time with Virgo season. Virgo is very meticulous and detailed, and Sagittarius not so much. So and then luckily, I mean, this could be a good season, really. Of course, we have to know how to work with the planets. And luckily, I say kind of sarcastically, but also kind of seriously, Mercury is retrograding in Virgo. And I know everybody always gets so shook up about Mercury retrograde, but one thing that I always say about Mercury retrograde, or really all the planets retrograding, is with Mercury, this is just the planets giving us a moment to take a break and really think about what we've been thinking about for the last 88 days. Mercury retrogrades every 88 days, so this is not anything that we need to be concerned about or scared of. This is just energy that we know is coming, that is going to have us reviewing, rethinking, slowing down. Yeah, there's going to be some bumps in the road and some things that come up, but typically that comes up when we're just not prepared. And I even think about like Mercury rules cars and day-to-day travel. And you got to get an oil change every 3 months, right? Like right along those lines. Like you have to, it's that same kind of concept that, okay, wait, what do I need to adjust my maintenance on, or maintenance, or review, or rethink, like before I can just take off again? Now, Mercury rules Virgo, so we've probably already been feeling the effects of the retrograde. I absolutely have, and get to buy 4 new tires for my car. So on August 23rd, from August 23rd to September 23rd, the sun moves through the sign of Virgo. So the sun is our life force energy. Whether you have Virgo in your chart or not, you are still going to feel this. All of our flames, all of our suns are being in some way impacted. Remember, we all have Virgo in our chart. We all have all the signs, all the planets, all the houses. We all have it. So during this time, we are going to tend to feel what Virgo energy brings, which is, Virgo's keyword is I analyze. So it's a lot of analyzing. It's a lot of dotting the I's and crossing the T's, like getting into the details, rethinking what we do on a daily basis, our daily habits, our daily routines. Virgo rules it rules the nervous system, and it rules the bowels. So a lot of us may be finding ourselves already wanting to, specifically because Mars and Mercury are conjunct already in Virgo. So you may be finding yourself cleaning out your home, cleaning out your body, going on some kind of detox or fast, or feeling that you need to detox or eliminate something, throwing things away. When you think about the bowels in Virgo, it's about getting things out. And during this next 4 weeks, this next 30-day cycle, we are really going to be encouraged to adjust our daily habits and routines, our daily work schedules, the details, and really about how we can clean some things up. I put a post today that said, yeah, Virgo season comes to kind of suck the fun out of summer, which is Leo season. But that's what earth signs do. They clean up. Earth sign always follows a fire sign. And so fire is bringing the energy. They're bringing the chaos. They're bringing the fun. They're bringing the excitement. And then earth is like, okay, whoa. What are we going to do with all of this? And remember, earth is steady. It likes to produce. It likes to accomplish some things. It likes to plant seeds, something that we can later harvest. All the earth signs have that tendency, and Virgo is an earth sign. And so it's like, okay, Leo season was fun. Venus retrograde in Leo, we really rethinking, our self-worth, our self-value, what's important to us. We're really, trying to show up for what's important to us and for us, and who's important for us. And we're really, okay, now we're excited about that. Now we're moving in that direction. Okay, what's the plan? That's what Virgo season says. What's the plan? What are we going to do with all of this energy? What are we going to do with all of this excitement? How are we going to plant some seeds with this that we can later harvest? Now, the other part of this, not only is Mercury going retrograde, not only is Mars already in Virgo, we've been wanting to make the plans. A lot of us have been planning. A lot of us have been really marking things off of our to-do list, really cleaning out. I know, like, honestly, not to brag, but my house is pretty freaking spotless right now. Like, things look good, and that's that Mars energy. Mars in Virgo, Mercury's already in Virgo, so we've already been feeling this, and now the sun is just going to light it up even more for us. Now, the other part of this is that Saturn is involved. Yes, I know, Saturn, oh Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces, which is the opposite of Virgo. And so Saturn is involved in all of this. Saturn will still have the strongest energy out of the sun in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo, Mars in Virgo. Saturn is still stronger than all of those. The sun isn't a planet, but you know what I mean. Like, Saturn still has more energy and has more control over what Mars does and what Mercury does and even what the sun does. And so the sun being our creative expression, our excitement, we may really feel excited about new plans and new cleaning out of. It's like new plans, but it's also, okay, a new direction, a new way of doing things. I've gotten rid of some things. I've let some things go, and I'm ready to move forward. But Saturn is involved and is not going to allow it to happen as fast or even at the speed that we want it to. So we really have to remember, whatever we're getting rid of, it's not going to feel good. We're probably going to miss it. Whatever it is, whatever we're getting rid of, whatever we're stopping, wherever we're showing discipline, wherever we're showing focus, it's not going to feel good. However, Saturn always is looking out for our long-term greater good. Saturn is the taskmaster, the planet of time and of delayed gratification. You will get the reward. You will benefit from the tenacity and the details and the getting rid of and the being kind of boring for the next 30 days. I don't mean to call Virgos boring, but Earth signs just really aren't that much fun. But they're not meant to be fun, okay? Everything can't be fun. That's what you get Sag energy for. That's what you get Libra for. That's what you get, like those airy energies. That's where you're meant to have fun. During this earthy time, during this Sun, Mercury, Mars, Mercury retrograde in Virgo, it's not the fun time. It's rethinking, replanning, reorganizing, restructuring. Anything that gets us really more in alignment where we see as this perfect life. And I say it like that because Virgo is the sign of perfection. It's represented by the virgin, like the untouched purity. And although, like, with Pisces being the opposite of Virgo, there's like some delusion in that whole perfect idea. And I don't believe in perfection. I mean, only God is perfect, right? It's like the pursuit of that, the pursuit of this perfect vision of ourselves, this perfect life, this dreaminess, Pisces opposite Virgo, the pursuit of that. During this time, being very disciplined, very focused, very bored, very steady, very building, very earthy, okay? Like, just in this, doing that and staying true to that, by the time we get to Libra season, by the time we really get on to Scorpio season and the rest of the year, we are like essentially going to be catapulted. I even think with the square that it'll be Sagittarius season, and it rules, right? Like, Sag is the archer. It is that arrow bringing it back. It's like, okay, let me bring it on back in Virgo season. Let me rethink this. Let me the Hermit in Tarot is Virgo's card. Let me reel it in so that when Sag season comes, once we get through the eclipses, once we get through that South Node eclipse in Libra, and we get through all of that, once we get through the eclipses, then we can really just take off. And remember, Virgo is a mutable sign. Mutable energy is it's adjustable, it's changeable, it's time to pivot. So there's time to let some things go, there's time to flush some things out, there's time to be steady. This is time to be steady. This is time to really work hard and be disciplined on our pursuit of perfection. This is very much the time for the to-do list, the goals, the calendar, the reminders. Also with Mercury retrograde, this is very much a time to maintenance your vehicle, re-examining your daily routines and rituals, reestablishing. That's why the kids go back to school in Virgo season, because it's time for us to get back to it. It's time for us to get back to the work. And so it's like reestablishing your routine and remembering Mercury retrograde. Remember, Mercury retrograde is all about the RE. Remember, rethink, refocus, reorganize. Remembering that this is not going to be the most fun. This is meant to be valuable. This is meant to be planting seeds that we will later, in the next mutable season, be able to have a harvest and go and build from there. So Mercury's retrograde. I do think the signs that are going to deal with this the most, and when I say deal with this, like the most tense energy, the ones that are going to have the hardest time being bored, being steady, being detail oriented, being really like refocusing, readjusting, is going to be the mutable signs. So Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces are going to have the most difficult time with this energy. And that's just because, first of all, you're mutable signs. So you don't really, those 4 signs don't really like to be still. They don't like that hold on them that is coming from Saturn in a mutable sign. And then it's also being highlighted from, Mars and Mercury. Like, you have so much you want to do, mutables. Like, we want to be on the go. We have so much that we want to do, but Saturn's like, you got to be disciplined. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some effort. It's going to take some focus. It's going to take some routine. Like, this is going to take some dedicated time. So wherever Virgo, wherever mutables are in your chart, whatever you have in mutable placements, you will feel that, because Saturn is in Pisces for another 19 months or something like that. Like, we still got a long time for this. So, yeah. Virgo season is going to be good. We're going to go back in the house, right? Because the Hermit is Virgo's card. We are meant to go in the house. We are meant to clean out things in the house. We are meant to detox our bodies, detox our social medias, if need be, because Mercury is that very social, the things that make you think, the things that you're reading, the information that you're inputting, like bringing into your mind. This is time to refocus on that, being very mindful of what you are letting into your mind. And even considering that a lot of what you let into your mind with Mercury ends up really affecting like your intestines, your bowels. Virgo rules, Mercury rules Virgo. And so it's very at home. This could be a lot of thinking. It's going to be very important to consider what we're listening to, who we're speaking with, what we're speaking about, who we're let speaking into our lives, and the information that we're really just holding on to. This is essentially going to affect our intestines. And our intestines, our immune system, are a lot connected to our brain, which also makes sense because Mercury also rules Gemini, which rules the brain. What we are allowing ourselves to hear has a lot of impact on anxiety levels and stress. Virgo rules the nervous system. And so it's going to be really important, the music that we're listening to, maybe not so many words right about now. The people that we're talking to, just make sure that we're talking to people that are optimistic and upbeat and solution oriented and really want to talk about making progress and moving ahead, and that are encouraging you to do the hard work. We're encouraging each other to do the work and to be disciplined and to be focused. I think this could be a really good Mercury retrograde, but we have to lean into the energy of Virgo, which again, I analyze, I review details, I clean out, I detox. I am preparing for the next season, the next cycle that comes in Libra season, when we are starting the next season overall of fall. And so it's time to clean out. It's time to get things ready for the new season. And as much as Virgo season stresses me out, it's good. Ultimately, it's good. I always feel better. I always lose a little weight in Virgo season. I do tend to do a detox. So lean into the energy. Show yourself some grace. Take your time. And enjoy. Until next time. Peace.